This week on Go Prince George, I'm learning the harp. And we're joined with Shoshana from the Prince George Conservatory of Music. Shoshana, earlier in the summer, I tried singing lessons, and I think the critics said abysmal. Okay. Do you think I will be better at the harp?
I guarantee you will be better at the harp.
Excellent.
Yes, the harp is a very forgiving instrument. You can play something very simple and it'll still sound beautiful.
That is the best thing anyone has said to me when we're trying these things. So, what do we get started with? What do I need to know? What are the basics?
Well, I think the basic would be to know what you're playing here. So there are lots of different kinds of harps. This is a lever harp because it's got these little levers here that help me change the key that I'm playing in. It has 34 strings, but lever harps come in different sizes, anywhere between 36 and I guess around 30, and then you get smaller, like that one over there is a lap harp, so that's generally held in the lap or on a really high stand, and it's smaller, less strings to worry about tuning, and easier to carry around. And then there's also the huge pedal harps that you see in orchestra that have another 12 strings or 13 strings more than what I have, but I don't teach the pedal harp, just the lever and the lap harp.
Perfect.
It's a good folk instrument.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so how do I hold it? What do I how do I approach this?
So a floor lever harp, you get to sit down and you're going to actually tilt it back towards you. So if you're sitting at the front of your chair with your feet flat on the ground, nice and relaxed, we'll find the balance point of the harp. So where it's almost kind of tilted back all on its own and could stay in that position without you having to grasp it. And then it'll probably rest gently on your shoulder and you don't have to squeeze it or anything like that with your legs.
Awesome. All right, well, maybe next we can start plucking away at this. But first, let's go to our first story. All right, so Shoshana, I'm very eager to start, wailing on some awesome tunes, maybe do some Stairway, maybe some Clapton.
Classic harp tunes.
Classic harp tunes. How do I get started?
Okay, well, the first thing you need to know is how you're going to pluck the strings. Okay. So we have the secret harpist wave.
Right. Kind of like the Queen. I think she
a little bit,
this.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like this.
Maybe it's like this. Yeah. So we're going to bring our fingers into the palms every time we pluck. Each time one finger plucks, it's going to come right into the palm.
Right. Okay.
Flat like that instead of curved.
Okay,
it helps us maintain a relaxed hand.
Right.
And then the thumb, when it plucks, is going to do a little bow over the joint in the finger there.
Right.
And we don't use
no pinky fingers.
No pinkies.
Anti-pinky fingers.
Yes, they're too short, so we leave them out. And then the other thing you should know is about the strings, because there's 34 strings on the harp, and if they were all different, it would be a very challenging instrument to play.
Right.
But luckily, you know your alphabet?
Allegedly.
Well, we only have the notes A to G on the harp, and they're repeated over and over again.
Okay.
And that's why we've got these different colors. These are little landmarks for you. All the C's, and you can go ahead and pluck if you'd like. All these red ones are C's, so you can go up the harp. And all the black ones are F.
Cool.
That's right. So why don't you try doing that again, but try maybe with your second finger. Second finger is a good strong one. So that's this one right here.
Okay.
Bring it in all the way flat, and don't be afraid to pluck a little bit harder. And you want to be about midway in the string.
Okay.
And then come up the harp, playing all the different C's.
Awesome. Can I pluck from this side too?
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
The right hand is going to be on the right side, and the left hand on the left side.
Awesome. This is already probably the most fun I've had playing a harp ever. We'll go to our second story, and we'll come back and maybe try some more. And we're back. So Shoshana, you said before we're going to try a song now?
Yeah, I think you're ready.
Excellent. All right. What song are we going to do? And
Okay. Well, do you know the ancient Celtic tune "Hot Cross Buns"?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. Okay. I know that one.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Classic.
So what you need to do is find an F, and I would suggest using your right hand.
Right.
Yeah. So go up 2 strings. So we're going up the alphabet: F, G, A. Yeah. Now we're going to work our way down, and remember your finger flaps, and just use your second finger for now.
Okay.
And we're going to go down to the F. Yeah, and then you do it again. Now you're going to start on the F and play it 4 times. And then the G, the next one up. And then the same thing you did at the beginning.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Perfect. All right, well, I'm going to practice that a couple more times, and the folks at home can watch our third story. And now we're going to keep mastering the contemporary classic, #1 on the billboards right now, I heard, Hot Cross Buns. So this was all about F, or we start with F, right?
Well, we use F as our landmark, and then from there we need to go up to A.
Right.
So we're going to go F, G, A, and that's our starting note.
Okay.
And we work down from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Good, not bad.
I'm a pro.
I would just like to make one comment about your hand position.
Okay, maybe not a pro, not yet. All right, what's that?
Just to work on, something to work on, because it's sounding very nice, but you want to remember your finger flaps.
Right, my.
And the one thing I didn't also mention is that generally our thumbs are going to be sort of in a
thumbs up. I do lots of thumbs up all the time. Okay.
Yeah. So we don't want it to fall below the other fingers. That looks better.
Terrific. All right. Well, I think I've mastered this instrument. I finally found something after however many episodes ago that I'm not completely awful at.
Excellent.
Perfect. We'll keep playing. You folks at home can watch our final story. All right. So Shoshana, I gotta ask. Be brutally honest. How did I do?
Well, I think you have a very natural aptitude for the instrument. You look very comfortable there. I think your finger flaps, though, you're going to need to work on the technique
work on the finger flaps.
Yeah.
Make sure I got my thumbs up.
That's right.
Like if there's a crowd, I'm giving them thumbs up. Like, hey, you're watching me play the harp.
Yeah.
Hey. Perfect. So, what kind of people can learn the harp?
Anybody can learn the harp, and that is the beautiful thing about it, is that you can play Hot Cross Buns, and people say, oh, I love the sound of the harp. And I mean, generally I take students that are 5 or 6 up in any age.
And if people want to learn the harp, where can they go?
The Prince George Conservatory of Music is where I teach, and they can get in touch with me through the conservatory.
Awesome. All right, well, maybe let's play the show out and work on our Hot Cross Buns.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll let you lead.
That was a little intro. Here we go.
All right, I've lost it already. That's okay. At least I was okay at one point.
Right. It sounded much better earlier.
All right, so that's Go Prince George for this week. Send us your thoughts and let us know what you think.